Hi, everybody. So it's day 22, and today I felt like I was serving so many different people. Um, how many bosses can one girl have? Good question. I have like eight at this point, and I have three jobs, and well, that's not true. Like four jobs that I can think of, and today I worked two of them, and I felt like I was disappointing everybody, and it felt like it was more because I was trying to please everybody rather than making a decision like, okay, this is how this is going to happen, and that's it, and that's just the way it is. And I know that like it sounds nice, right? But when you actually have bosses, it's a little tough to say this is the way it's going to be, and that's it. Um, and I had a hard time. I had a hard time saying no and saying, like, hey, I'm going to be late, or I have to go away, or any of those things. And I just felt like I was disappointing everybody. And I didn't feel like I don't know, I felt like I was running around and not getting a lot accomplished. And so, in conclusion, I would like to be more like confident and decisive, I guess, is what I'm looking for. Even in this video, it took me a long pause to even figure out what it was. But yeah, confidence and decisiveness, just like, okay, this is what works and this is what doesn't. And what's tricky is it just is like that's ever evolving. And so I feel like it's taking that time to pause and go, you know what, this is not going to work, or you know what, this is how this feels in this moment. And letting that be okay if it does change. I'm a big like stick to your word. You have to stick to your word, and that again, that also sounds nice, and it sounds like a great quality to have, like um, to honor your word. But at the same time, it really is like I had the best of intentions at the time to honor my word, but that may change and evolve, and so just really taking a look at that it's okay to allow that to change, and it's also okay to say this is what I require, and um, and then just like let that be and not compromise on that to try to please this person and this person and this person. And you know, when it's your bosses, it's a little bit different because it's like that's your boss, and so that's also there also carries a little bit more weight with that. But also when you really like your bosses and you've worked for them for a long time and you care for them, I feel like I love my bosses and they are delightful humans, and so I don't ever want to upset them, and that makes it a little harder too. Um, but again, this is a self love journey. So how am I serving self? How am I showing up for myself? And I think ultimately that does then better serve my bosses. It better serves my bosses because I'm clearer and because I'm more aware of what works, and I show up in a way that's not leaving one late to another, feeling like I'm not helping anybody. Um, so those are my lessons on day 22 is confidence and decisiveness. So where can you be more confident and decisive in your world? And in that, I've started writing more lists and keeping more to-do lists. So, and to like to complete or to accomplish or to help get it out of my head because it feels like it's starting to get a bit more crazy. Okay. Good night. I love you all. Happy Self Love Day 22.